Bum, bum, bum. Shout out to West Blockton Band. Good to hear bands playing each and every Friday night. We'll keep hearing from a different one each week. Switching gears now, Chelsea versus Oak Mountain. This one, Oak Mountain, how about Marty McRicks in for the score, not holding him back. Touchdown run for a good player. But here's another good play and two good players. This is now, what is it? Will Odell, looking like Odell Beckham Jr. maybe. How about this, Zach Fitzgerald? That's two legendary last names. Odell, first name, Fitzgerald, last name. Maybe two Hall of Famers. I'm a Giants guy, so maybe Odell Beckham. What do you think?
Look at that little dance there. You see that?
Pretty good right there. How about the final score? Close one. Oak Mountain picks off Chelsea to end this game with a win. The Eagles over the Hornets. How about that to end your regular season 16-14?
Big win there for Oak Mountain. Let's get to some Thursday night action. 6-3 Bessemer facing 7-2 Winona. Now both teams allow less than 15 points on average. So if you like offense, this one might make you scream. Dragons with it here. Neil Brown fires, but Cameron McDory comes out of nowhere to intercept this thing. What a pick. Brown might be seeing this Bessemer defense in his nightmares here.
Neil Brown, former Troy coach name right there. We're getting names all over the place.
What a pull from you.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
West Virginia now, how about that?
Another drive here. He's got nothing downfield, trying to get some positive yards, but gets taken down as this one was really all Bessemer. A low-scoring one, 10-7 the final. Both teams finished the regular season 7-3. Center Point next, Eagles hosting Woodlawn, and this is not the start they wanted. Thurman Moore looking downfield, is going to get out of the pocket, set his feet, looks downfield, throws up a jump ball. It's Andre Russell. He says, this is child's play. Give me that. I will take that.
That was nice.
Thing is, though, Ryan, playing DB there, he's also the quarterback of this team. He's going to do his thing on offense, too. Look at this man, Houdini.
What is that, B on the Xbox?
On the Xbox. I'm a PlayStation guy.
All right, so that's circle.
Circle.
That's circle.
Touchdown Woodlawn.
Yeah, I had both. I had both growing up right there.
Oh, you're fancy.
They're fancy with the win.
Yeah.
How about that?
26-20 win for Woodlawn Colonels. First win of the season. A big dub. Second-year head coach Clarence Williams and the team.
All right, bring out the phone. Play of the week nominees, 3 of them. You get to pick QR code. Where is it, Julian?
Somewhere over
right
here,
down there.
in that general area.
McAdory, how about this? Ontario, Washington. This one blocked. So what does that mean? Loose. House call. Block to the house is what we put on the graphic, and that's exactly what happened right there. That's play number 1. Play number 2. Julian.
Play number 2. You saw it recently here. Woodlawn's Andre Russell. He had a pick in this game, and then he did this, looking like Houdini getting out of a straitjacket and scores. Gets in for the touchdown. Let's go to play number 3 here, Ryan.
Play number 3. You thought he was down, but no. Troy Thomas. I talked about Neil Brown of Troy. Now this is Troy. We got names all over the place, all over the state. Never giving up. That's the motto on this one. Unstoppable. You can vote for the play that you think is going to win. We'll announce it on Tuesday night. There's a QR code on your screen. We'll announce the winner on Tuesday. So how about this? Playoffs start next week. We're talking about playoffs. Some schools off this week, prepping for next week.
One of the teams who have shined the brightest on Friday nights is the Hoover Bucks. Now, the Bucks won the region, took down rival Thompson in the regular season. Now they have their eyes on the state title, something they haven't won since 2017. First-year head coach Chip English tells us he knows this team is capable of going all the way.
We're very clear, you know, and we said it early in the year, like it's a choice you have to make. Like you're good enough to win the state championship, so now what are you going to do about it, right? And so you give them the big picture, but then you draw them back in and make sure that you're winning each day and you're making sure you're preparing. And that's the biggest difference between early in the year and I think now the last several weeks is the kids are starting to realize now what it takes to be successful on a Friday night.
No word yet on if he's going to keep that job going into next year. I was talking to him. Should be interesting to see what they do. Moving on, Hewitt-Trussville and head coach Josh Floyd. See, the 7A is different. They're prepping for the playoffs as well. It's going to be a different format this year, but the Huskies face Baker this weekend, a familiar face. Juan Johnson, head coach of Baker. He was at Hewitt for, get this, 8 seasons before going over. Hewitt just lost 2 games, hopes that they can extend it and never win another, or never lose another, that is, in the playoffs.
I think our guys have a lot of confidence right now. You know, we're a few plays away from winning every one of these games, and so you know we lost a couple that we feel like we could have, should have won, and so we learned from it. And I think it's been fun to watch this team. It's been different than last year really, because we've had a young team, so I think you've been able to see them grow throughout the year.
So I want to give a shout out before we go. Got like about a minute and a half left. It's going to be an interesting push for Spain Park, the Jaguars. A perfect regular season. Shout out to Timikakis and what he's done there. Came up from Jacksonville in third year. They dropped down from 7A to 6A. Now they're an undefeated season, never done before. So shout out to them in Hoover doing some special stuff. Beating Hoover as well. Pretty impressive for the Jags.
No, really impressive, really special season, but this is where it counts.
Yep.
You know, you go undefeated in the regular season, you got to win your games in the playoffs, in the postseason, want to win a state title. As every coach will say, you start this season 0-0 now as the postseason begins.
Brand new seasons now. We're going into the playoffs. So we're going to talk about college. We got a minute left. Auburn, Alabama off. Auburn home against Vandy. Diego Pavia. He's coming to town. He's probably watching right now, getting ready for this game tomorrow. Probably down in Montgomery with his team, watching high school huddle. What do they got to do to win this game, Auburn?
Well, Diego, if you're watching, hi, what's up? I don't know. Like, you're not watching this. But Diego Pavia, he's beaten Hugh Freeze. He's 2-0 against Hugh Freeze in his career so far at New Mexico State. They're looking to win here. I think Auburn, you got to contain him. He's going to try and get out of the pocket. They're going to try and win that time of possession battle. Jarquez Hunter, Jarquez Hunter, Jarquez Hunter. That's all I can say.
270 plus last game. Should be interesting to see. Should be a great college football Saturday. Enjoy it. Alabama off, Auburn at home, Samford at home, UAB at home, and Miles. Enjoy your college football Saturday. Have a good night.